But the hour cometh, now is. Okay, let's start from maybe verse 20 so we can get context. This is the conversation of Jesus and the woman at the well. We already know it now. So, Jesus was hungry and he sat in a place to rest while his disciples went to buy food. So the first thing to know here is that Jesus was hungry. Is that not an encouragement? It's an encouragement that even Jesus at a point got hungry. He walked, went to the site, labor, and he got exhausted, got hungry, and he sent for Banku. But another thing to also learn is that while he was hungry, he did not lose guard. There's some persons, you get hungry and you lose guard. You can be laboring, then when you now get hungry or get stuck in life, then you said, I have tried. I have been consistent for 20 days. Is it just this one day? God is merciful. I will ask you, which God are you learning from? Because the God that is our pattern man, the Jesus that is our pattern man, even while he was exhausted, the Bible said that he was tired. He needed food. In fact, he stopped going anywhere. He sat down and said, "People should go and bring food so I will eat before I will die." But while he was there, he was still on duty. Very serious lesson to learn. Still on duty. In fact, I am of the opinion that this conversation at the well is one of the greatest messages Jesus preached. For me, this is one of them. If this record was not captured, we will not have a handy material for evangelism. In fact, if you want to be effective in evangelism, you need to study the book, the conversation of Jesus and this woman. If you study it or you trace, you see how in education, I did computer science education, so I did education and science. There is what is called is it entry attitude? There is set induction, there is, I'm trying to get the exact word, but paraphrase, entry attitude. What it means is that you should craft out a technique of introducing your subjects or introducing your topic to your students. And you know, the thing there is, if you don't get it right in introducing your topic, you will not get the attention. So you need to, in your first 5 minutes, you need to be able to grab their attention. If you don't, you've lost the whole class. Maybe it's a 30 minutes class or 45 minutes class. You have 5 minutes to make all the difference. So if you study, you see his set induction, you see his, in fact, there is what is called teaching aid in education. Teaching aid is, there are illustrations that you come with. Sometimes you bring an image just to illustrate what you are talking about. If you study, you see Jesus also had a teaching aid. What was his teaching aid? Yes. If you learn this thing well, you will be very strong in evangelism. I took time to study this passage before I started becoming effective in evangelism. And it's hard for you to trip me off in face-to-face evangelism unless that person is not meant to give his life to Christ. Anywhere you enter, I already set my coordinates. You come this side, I've blocked it. Come this side. That's what Jesus did. As he kept moving, there is a point he now reached. He switched the supernatural. He first started from the natural, discussing about the well, discussing about the fathers. At a point, he entered the supernatural. That's when the woman now, from calling him sir, what did she call him? Prophet. From there, the woman immediately became another evangelist. A hungry man did this thing. I'm trying to tell you that you can be hungry and be effective. You can be tired and be effective. Our fathers worshipped in this mountain, and ye say that in Jerusalem is the place where men ought to worship. Next verse. Jesus said unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father. You see, the discussion is building up. Next verse. Ye worship ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. This is a very strong thing, and I wish our age will come to it. Many persons are worshiping what they don't know, and I'm coming there. That's the meat of my treatise. People worship what they don't know, even as a Christian. You know, you can be a Christian and you are worshiping a God that you don't know. You are worshiping God because you grew up and your mother is the deaconess in your church, and you don't have any other option than to just go to church. You are worshiping, you don't know the God you are worshiping. That's why you can just do anything. If you know the God you are worshiping, there is a reverence. His image will be before you. Is a minstrel. He said, the one I love is ever before me. He seals upon my heart. I live for the one I love. So it's as if that every day when he wakes up, he beholds the one he worships. Don't worship the God you don't know. You know, you can be worshiping Mammon and you don't know you are worshiping Mammon. Have you worshipped Mammon before? Worshipped him, go. You know what is go? You worship him, scatter. That day you woke up in the morning, and the only motivation, the only thing that is keeping you moving is how to hit it big today. Has it ever happened to you? From the dream, you've targeted how you will strike, what you will do, and money will come out. How you move in the sight, and money will come out. How you fire that worker and slash his pay if he doesn't finish one partition. I've got you. What is motivating you is what? Mammon. You don't know. That's the problem. If you don't know, they will use you, and you will not benefit anything. Because benefit is in participation. If you don't participate, just like in Revelation, if you don't participate, you don't benefit. If some persons are so brilliant in school that their school was using them to make boasts. Their school was using them to make boasts and receive awards without them knowing. Jesus was telling this woman, he said, you worship what you know not. Meanwhile, it's God they are worshiping, but they don't know the God they are worshiping. That's the problem with many Christians. You don't know the God you are worshiping, and if you don't know the God you are worshiping, you will not maximize the experience. If you've not gotten the revelation of who you are serving, you will not give your heart to it. You will just be doing it in the motions. If you've not understood what prayer is, you just be praying because they say let's pray. That's when prayer becomes a normal routine for you. You've not caught the revelation of the why of prayer, the what of prayer, the who of prayer. And that's one of the reasons for discipleship. Discipleship is to channel your focus, channel your attention, channel your knowledge to Christ, so that you'll be able to know Jesus for yourself. You see that thing that is only the pastor that knows how to coordinate service, only the pastor knows how to preach, only the pastor knows how to lead prayer, only the pastor knows how to heal the sick. That's not apostolic life. The apostolic life is that every man has something. That's the problem of Saul's reign. In Saul's reign, he was the only person that had an armor. Every other person was just following. Nobody had an armor. So when it's time for battle, they will all be going down to the valley to get armor. They will now be looking for plowshares to hit it into sword, because it was only one person. But in the days of David, that's a portrait of discipleship from the cave Adullam. Every man is a warrior. Every man learned how to use his weapon. So a man can fight. He has so much used his weapon that he knows how to position his hand, and his sword will cleave to his hands. It's his weapon. He has learned it. But Saul, only him had a sword. So when there is battle, it's only him that is saying, pastor, go and fight for us. Pastor, they are here, go and fight for us. You can't stand on yourself. You don't know the God of the man that is leading you. Very terrible. May we not find ourselves in a place where we are serving a God that we know not. Progressively seek God, seek him in the scriptures, in prayer, in fasting, in travails. Reveal yourself to me. The more of God you know, the better you will serve him. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshippers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him. God is a spirit. Somebody say, God is a spirit.
God is a spirit.
And they that worship him may worship him in spirit and in truth. Is it what the Bible said? Can choose to worship him in spirit and in truth. What did the Bible say? Must worship. What? When they say must, what does it mean? It means it's not negotiable. Must worship him. Must. You must go to work. You must go to school. It's a must. The nature of a spirit defines the mode of his worship. There is a God. If I say there is a God, then it's the small g. Or there is a deity in Igbo land that the people that serve him chew pepper. If you want to speak to the God, you have to chew enough pepper. You know what's pepper now? What's pepper in tree? Bako, meko. You need to chew enough meko to speak to that deity. And it's not by choice. It's the nature of the deity. It's the nature of the God. Nature of that spirit. In fact, in my place, when I was young, they said that the deity that our compound serve, that you don't eat one, there is a kind of soup, oha soup. They don't cook, you don't eat oha soup in that compound. I didn't know until when I grew up. I thought that oha soup They said no, that you don't try it here. That if you want to eat oha soup, you eat it outside the compound. You don't eat it inside the compound. I asked them why. They said that the God they serve is them that is serving that thing. That the God they serve, that they don't, that it's is a taboo. And they did not know that my mother, that soup is my mother's best soup. That she eats it every day. I was just looking at them and laughing. Now, but it's very obtainable. Whether you like it or not. Even another thing that they obtain is that you don't eat new yam outside the community. Like if new yam comes out now, you don't, maybe you traveled to Accra and you now saw new yam, they served you and you ate it. You don't try it. You have to come back home. They will do new yam. There's what is called New Yam Festival. They will do it, and they do it compound by compound, town by town. You have to wait till your town and your compound eats new yam before you test it. If you try it, you may die. No matter how much the thing is hungry, you go and look for old yam and eat. If it's new yam, you don't try it. Why? Because of the nature of the spirit they are serving. The nature of the spirit demands that you keep this consecration. You keep this consecration. In fact, another nature of the spirits, of that their spirit, is that if a man and a woman get married now, and along the line they divorced or had a misunderstanding that made the woman step out of the house, the woman must not cook for the man. If not, the man will die. Until before you cook for the man, even when you've reconciled, you have to go and offer a certain sacrifice before you cook for the man, and the man will eat. If not, as the man eats your food, he dies. I've seen many of them die. No matter how much you say you are hungry, I love her, it's the love of my life, you have reconciled, I've gone to the mother, I bought her soap, I bought her wrapper. As you love that love that is doing you, don't eat her food. Why? Because the spirit you are serving has, by its nature, wicked spirits you serve them with wickedness. So by the nature of that wicked spirit, it has brought out wicked rules, wicked laws, wicked do's and don'ts to serve him. So it is not given to the servants of a spirit to decide how they will serve the spirit. It is the spirit that defines, that tells them, this is how you serve me. Do you know any deity that they worshipped? You don't know him. You don't look like you know him. Do you know him? You don't know a deity. Annabelle will not know. Do you know? Do you know? Okay. Well, it's good that you don't know anyway, provided it's not disturbing you. If it's disturbing you, you need to know. Because sometimes you know what you are doing, but you don't know what is doing you. Now you need to go and find out what is doing you. People in the world respect these things. They respect, if you see a native doctor, he respects every instruction. Remember I said that it is the nature of the spirit that defines the worship. Here, God by himself is defining how to worship him. Are you not getting my points now? God is what? Spirit. God is spirit. Don't forget. And if you will worship him, it's not that he's begging you, but the day you chose that I want to worship God, he said that you must worship him. Where? In spirit. So you can't wake up now and say that church is in the heart. It doesn't really matter what you are doing with your body. Who told you? Where did you craft out that? Just because you can read the Bible and you can speak English and explain Bible, you now have the right to dictate how Christianity should be. Who are you now? No, there's a way you move, and you think that you are now there. You are now assistant Holy Ghost. You can now suggest to God. Should I tell you something? Maybe you are even online. Do you know how many countries, do you know how many continents are in this world? I mean on earth. I'm not saying the whole Milky Way, just earth. Do you know how many countries? In how many countries? Do you know how many cities? In how many cities? Do you know how many communities? What is the name of that your village? If they start zooming the map, I see in the map, if they start zooming it, they will have to zoom the map. Then they will see something that looks like sand. That's your place. And they will now start zooming it. They may not even find your father's house. And you want to come out and you say in Christianity, this is how to do it. This is how to. It's not really about praying too much. It's not about how you do like this and pray. It's not about. It's who are you? People overestimate themselves. So sometimes sit down and even trace. Sometimes one day I did it. I started looking for my father's compound in the map. I did not find it. You don't have the right to amend how to serve God. He has told you how. If you want to serve him, do it that way. You don't want, step out. Christianity is not begging people. You know, that evangelism of Jesus is on the cross and his hands like this and he's crying, my people come. He cry. Jesus is not crying. My people, why will you perish? My people, somebody said that's why she gave her life to Christ, that she was preached and she was pitying Jesus. That Jesus was bleeding. They told her that Jesus was bleeding. They put this thing on his head and he was bleeding. And they now stabbed him and they now knelt him. That say, Chai, all these things for me, Kai, let me just follow Jesus. She's my elder. I wanted to tell her, step out, step aside, don't follow Jesus, because you are pitying Jesus. His sympathy, you came to sympathize with Jesus. He's a spirit. Guess the kind of spirit that he is? A king spirit. He's the father of spirits. It's an honor to serve Jesus. It's an honor that he allowed us to serve him. It's an honor that he invited you to the place of prayer. Can you pray? You can't. If you think you can pray, let's off this thing. All of us, let's sleep for just 30 minutes and then let all of us wake up. Pray. Let me see if you just need to step out of this environment. You see what sleep will do to you. So it means that you are praying is that him by himself, out of his mercy, is enabling you to pray. The day you say, I want to say the truth today, him by himself is enabling you. You can't do it by yourself. No matter how good you are, how well-meaning you are, you can't serve God by yourself. You can't. You don't have the capacity. The Bible says that it is him that works in us both to will and to do. So the willingness to follow Jesus and the doing is still him. That's the God we are serving. I appreciate him for allowing me to be one of his servants. So I appreciate him for allowing me to talk about him. It's an honor. It's an honor. Or do you think if you say, God, because you did not answer me and gave me my school fees, I will not serve you again? You are very, very insignificant. This is like one out of 70 billion. It's like a bag of rice. They brought a bag of rice and one grain of rice got angry and fell down. Are we going to notice? Will it affect our food in Sabo? That's what some persons are doing. I'll leave now. I'll leave this church. I'll leave the way people are doing. Leave. Do you know how many persons are in the church? Is it because you are just seeing 100? I want us to have that reverential fear of God. Discussing in Sabo, I think that was 3 days ago, and I made a comment You know, when we say fear God, what first comes to our mind is the reverential fear. Is it not it? Very good. That's very correct. But aside the reverential fear, fear God also that his anger is terrible. Fear God that he can kill. Like, fear him, be afraid. Let me paint a scenario for you. Do you know how many planets do we have now? Let's assume it's 9. And the Earth is not the biggest though. I think the last time I checked, it was Jupiter. As large as how many countries have you traveled to? But have you traveled the whole Ghana? If you travel the whole Ghana, your body will pepper you. Ghana is so big. Meanwhile, it's one of the smallest countries in Africa. But it's so big. So big. Then, West Africa, Nigeria. Mention West African countries now. Togo, all these places now. They have their cultures, have their language, have their tradition, have their landscape. When rain falls, rain touches all those places. The sun shines, it touches all those places. That's West Africa. Not added Southern Africa, not added Africa. And let's bring the whole Africa. How many? Plenty countries, plenty tongues, plenty languages, and God understands all of them. Guess what? There are Christians in all those countries. I'm just using Africa as a sample space. And all those Christians are praying to the same God, and He's hearing them at the same time and responding to them at the same time. And He is a God that if He just speaks, He can change the course of a country by just an incident. Or don't you know that God can change the course of a country with just an incident that happened in 3 minutes? God can by Himself use rain, 5 minutes rain, and change the story of a nation. That's the God I'm trying to tell you that you are serving. A man that God created a nuclear weapon that could wipe off a whole nation in split of seconds. The man that created that thing, there is a God that created him. And that's the God you are serving. And you say you will not be afraid of that God. The God that looked at the Red Sea and it opened, and mighty men were passing. For me, I think he just blinked his eye like this. The thing closed back. And Pharaoh became a story. Did you see Pharaoh? It's a story. We need to fear that God. We need to fear him. This is a part of the gospel that they don't preach to us. They just tell you that Jesus is a loving God, He is a kind God. Jesus kills, Jesus kills. I've had stories where people, you just stand up from the bed of fornication. Pastors, just stand up, wear your trouser, and you carry mic and go and preach. The person that you slept with is the person that is backing you up with singing. Terrible. People don't fear God. If you fear God, when you engage in some certain things that pollute you, maybe pollute your environment, if you fear God, you should go and sanctify yourself. It's because people don't fear God that you can engage in some kind of conversation, ask some extreme questions. You can just lie. You can just fornicate. Say it doesn't matter, He's a loving God. One thing that we don't even know is that when you do those things and He didn't do anything to you, take Him out of the picture first. Consider that you are breaking a trust. Let's say two of you are very close friends now. Let's say you shared something very confidential with her, and tomorrow you now heard that thing you told her, and you know she's the only person that knows. You now heard that story from someone else's mouth, and you now come and ask her, did you tell anybody? She will now tell you yes, that she is sorry and apologize. Will you forgive? Yes, you will. But that trust has been slashed. She's still your friend though, but the trust, if it was 7 bar, it will be cut down to 5 bar. But it's still your friend. That's what happens. You are creating a spiritual history in the negative. As you keep doing that, you now say, let me just I'm feeling stressed. I just need to ease myself. You now masturbate and ease yourself. And you ask God, will God forgive? He will. But you've lost trust. You've created a history. When time comes and they say, who can stand for us? And maybe an angel will say, let's nominate this guy. God will say, Kai, this guy, when he was under pressure, he went and watched pornography so that he can ease himself. If we send him now, if he's under pressure, he might do the same thing. They say, let's send this person, let's send this. We'll say, Kai, when he was broke, when he didn't have money, he spoke in a certain way. He challenged Christianity in a certain way. He challenged his process in a certain way. We can't give this kind of man treasures. He will mess it up. Are you seeing those things that you are doing and you ask God forgiveness, He forgave you? That it is piling up. It's a spiritual history you are creating, you are building. We have to cry out to God. Let Him cast His fear upon us. Let's fear Him as our God. Let's also fear Him as the governor of the whole earth. That's why most times when things are shaking, I just want to know what is God saying. If I know where He is, I will stay with Him. It's only us that we are afraid. God is not afraid. God has so many ways to do one thing. It's only you that your opinion, your style, your skills has exhausted. His skill is not exhausted. In fact, He has not even used one. The wise man, he came and he said, fear God. That is the conclusion of the whole matter. What's the conclusion of the whole matter? Fear Him. Fear Him. If you fear Him, there is a way you don't move. There is a way you don't think. There is a way you don't respond. When He gives you an instruction, you respond quickly. Did I tell you that you don't fear God, Joel? Has He ever told you to fast? And you adjusted the fast? You don't fear Him. If He's a native doctor, in fact, assuming Charlotte has a hospital now, and you are sick, and you go to Charlotte, and Charlotte tells you, take this so dose, take this so dose, take this so dose, you will do exactly that. But God told you how many doses to take. You will reduce the dose. Do you fear Him? What about that time you are eating? You are swallowing the banku. Something told you is okay. Have you not had that kind of thing before? You are eating, something just told you is enough. You can't argue that you did not hear, you heard. What did you do? Say you are a child of God, you follow. Small, just say, bro, stop, it's okay. You explain to him how much you need to say, okay, let me just swallow 2 more, then I will not eat the meat and go. But he said, it's okay. You don't respect God. That's another aspect. Respecting God. Respect His opinion. Respect God's opinion about food. I mean, as you are eating, tell Him, God, I choose your opinion. As I'm eating this thing, now if you say I'm eating too fast, I will adjust. If you say I'm eating too big, I will adjust. What if He say you should not eat at all? I tell Him, God, but I just finished fasting. I'm breaking my fast. See, my message has started striking you too much. Maybe we should stop. Please, you've had enough to pray. Bekwe, do you respect God? you respect God, the next time He tells you to do something, you do it very quickly. And I'm also speaking to myself. I started praying and asking God, forgive me, show me mercy. That sometimes God will give you an instruction, very simple, you will not do it. And you use scripture too. You don't respect God. And some persons are pride in their disobedience. Some persons will come and say, I'm very disobedient, I have a very strong head though. So let's clap for you. Strong head. Is a disadvantage if God is fighting with you every time. Fighting every time God is fighting is a disadvantage. You think God is enjoying Himself. So you want to create a story out of it. That God fought with me before I now accepted to be a child of God. God fought with me before I now accepted to now stop placing that kind of hair. God fought with me before I stopped wearing that trouser. You are a wrestler. It means you have a hard heart. It means you don't have respect for God. That God is fighting with you. Day 1 month, 2 months, He's fighting with you on the same thing. Stop playing that music. Stop playing that kind of thing. Stop going there. Cut off that friend. 1 month you refused. 2 months you refused. And you want to testify for us that it was hard though. It was hard. I know what God did to me before I stopped that thing. Shame on you. It means you are not flexible. You are not like wind that can blow anyway. You are so strong and stiff. Lord, I give you my heart. I give you my soul. I live for you alone. Every breath that I take, every moment I'm awake. Thank you, Jesus. Lord, have your way in me. Lord, I give you my heart, and I give you my soul. I live for you. I live for you alone. Every breath that I take, every moment I'm awake. I live for you, Jesus. I live your way. Oh Lord, I give you my heart. I give you my soul. It's a consecration. Put your hands on your heart. Lord, have your way in me, and every breath that I take, any moment I'm awake. Thank you, Jesus. Lord, have your way. It's a consecration. Lord, I give you my heart. Oh, I give you my soul. I live for you. I live for you. Yeah, Lord, every breath that I take, any moment I'm awake. Oh, Jesus, please have your way. 2 more times. Lord, I give you my heart. I give you my days. I give you my day. I live for you alone. Every breath that I take, any moment I'm awake. Any moment I'm awake. Komala nota veradesh. Have your way. One more time. Lord, I give you my heart. I give you my soul. I live for you alone. Every breath that I take, any moment I'm away. Have your way, Jesus. Have your way in me. Can you just bow your head and ask the Lord, help me, help me.